All right, good morning to you. Let's get into our news at 7 o'clock. So we start off with our top story, which of course is coronavirus. And the number of cases has topped 715,000 in South Africa. The Health Department says another 1,622 people have tested positive for the virus, bringing the cumulative number of infections to 715,868. Another 24 people have died from COVID-19, taking the national death toll to 18,968. The number of recoveries stands at 646,170, which translates to 90.3%. The Gauteng Health Department has called on businesses to play a more active role in fighting COVID-19. The Health Department has received reports that restaurants and nightclubs are continuing to operate beyond the midnight curfew. Some businesses have been closed for non-compliance during the police's operation. Now, there are concerns of a second wave in the country should citizens not comply with COVID-19 regulations. In KwaZulu-Natal, Premier Sihle Zikalala has echoed Health Minister Zweli Mkhize's warning of a return to a hard lockdown if people do not change their behavior. This follows an increase in coronavirus infections in 9 of the province's 12 districts. The past weekend saw 964 new infections in the province compared to 756 new cases the previous week. Zikalala says despite warnings of a possible second wave of the pandemic, people have stopped wearing masks, washing hands and social distancing. Sihle Zikalala reports.
The KwaZulu-Natal government says the reckless behavior of some people is threatening to derail the good work done by government to reduce the spread of the pandemic.
We can now safely say that we are definitely going back into a hard lockdown if there is no urgent and drastic change in behavior.
A stern warning as COVID-19 infections continue to rise. In the past 2 weeks, new infections have risen by nearly 28%. Umgungundlovu district has recorded the most number of new infections. Government says it is worried by the behavior of some businesses.
As the festive season is around the corner, our hotels are going to be utilized. People are going to be visiting our entertainment areas and so forth. So we have a responsibility to engage the owners of those spaces.
Meanwhile, government says it will pay special focus on liquor outlets that continue to disregard lockdown regulations. Simpiwe Makanya, SABC News, Durban.